Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegan renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. Going to the running game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On the run, it's Leonard. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
Run.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. When you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like,
He'll take a shot. Finds space on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal coming up here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Looking downfield, it's Leonard. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A top 25 flash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give out of the gun. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw. It's Dart. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. And you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Wideout in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Rebels! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Fair catch called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come.
He's there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
Right, and I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy, but tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Dart. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show.
He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
To the air. It's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got a man. It's Watkins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. ready to get moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
So the offense picks up 15 yards after an egregious blunder on special teams. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and standing in gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Maybe picked up a couple of these down at the 24. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, it's out.
What?
The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
God.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Here we go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
Ringo, Ringo. Gorilla, Gorilla. Let's go. Yankee Blue, Yankee Blue. Lion, Lion.
He's looking to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Dart. He tries to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Ole Miss 45, Notre Dame.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick off.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The toss to the outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play big and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Leonard. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you.
It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by just 1 over Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make them earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw for it on 3rd, and it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them.